All praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth. No matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters as well. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible. All right. You know, a lot of people, they don't understand what we're doing. They literally look at us clueless, as if, you know, we go out and we teach just to blow time or to blow steam. You know, here it is with everything happening in the world, you know, you still have the majority of people with the mind state or the mentality that things are going to bounce back like a pinball. And things are not going to bounce back. Things are going to keep on getting worse. Things are going to keep on intensifying until the time comes that this kingdom gets destroyed. Okay? We go out for the elect of the nation of Israel. We say it so much, you know, you would think it was a catchphrase, and it's not no catchphrase. But we harp on that, you know, no pun intended, you know, seeing we hoping to build a house of David. David played the harp, you know. As I harp on that, it comes down to the Lord has to choose us and call us from the very beginning. And when you hear men teaching this gospel out on the streets, it's only for those who the Lord has called from the very beginning. It's only for those who have belief in this ministry. And not everybody has that spirit. So let's go to the first verse of Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So this gospel's going out. Many people are hearing this gospel. Now, just because it is the truth, just because this word is actually the way, the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are truth and life, although that may be true, the majority of people are not going to believe it. You know, the word was preached unto us just as it's being preached unto them. The difference is you either believe it because you have faith, or you don't believe it because you lack faith. All right? And faith has to be placed in you. You can't make it up. You can't pretend. Okay? You can't buy it off the shelf in a grocery store. You have to have it from the very beginning of time. The Lord has to place that in you. That seed of faith. And then through your life, your faith grows. All right? You get stronger. You become more of a believer than what you were 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, because that seed is in you. And Yahweh Shai is that fountain of living water. And that fountain of living water, it nurtures that seed of faith that's within us. All right? When brothers are doing these lessons, dropping these videos, we are actually performing husbandry. We are actually performing a work of labor. And it is a labor of love, as long as you're teaching in truth. Now, if some of these guys out here, you know, you have a ulterior motive, you have an agenda that's not to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, then this ain't, you know, this ain't for you. Eventually, you're going to be spewed out. All right? This is only for the Lord's elect. The Lord's elect are going to speak the words of the Lord. All right? To its fullness, to the best of their ability. So hearing this gospel by the man of the Lord, if you don't believe, it's because you're not mixed with faith. It's because the Lord did not give you that. Okay, faith has to be given to you. Let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the power. So if you're mixed with faith and you have the belief in this gospel, that's because the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, gave you that as a gift. And that gift is not given to everybody. That gift is not given unto many. Okay? It is not of ourselves that we believe. It is not of ourselves that we have our abilities that we have the desires that we have. It's all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay? For by grace are ye saved through faith. So brothers aren't going to be saved because of their greatness. It's through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that you've been called from the foundation of the earth. And the Lord wanted to use you as an example of his mercy. Okay? It is, I'm going to read this again, trying to multitask here. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the power. Not of works, lest any man should boast. So it's not about, your works, so to speak. Now, the thing is, if you have faith, you are going to show it by works. But the Lord is not going to save us because of our works. But it's set up in such a way that if you actually have this faith, you are going to show it by works. But because the symptoms of faith comes with the work, that's not what actually saves us. What saves us is the fact that the Lord gave us mercy. Okay? And his mercy shows through the fact of giving us that gift of faith, which will show in our works. Okay? It's not our works. It's the Lord's grace that was given to us to even have us in the spirit of even doing the work. All right? That's what we have to understand. And this is the third night in a row that I've seen this moon and the chariot right next to it, man. I'm so thankful to be in this truth. You see things for what it is. So the Lord has given us faith to even see things such as chariots, seeing signs of the end. Because the Lord is visiting the Lord is visiting the world in which he made. That's why he's raising up the prophets. And, we go out and we teach, we do what we do, but people don't even consider that we're actually a sign. Okay? Was not Ezekiel a sign? Was not Jonas a sign? Okay? Let's go to, I might just close it out with this, kind of changing the subject a little bit. But, Lord willing, it's all edifying nevertheless. Okay? But, seeing that Ezekiel was a sign, I want to jump to the book of Ezekiel. All right, let me get in this turning lane right quick. All right, I want to go to the book of Ezekiel, I believe it is, chapter 24 and verse 24. Thus Ezekiel was a prophet, okay? Thus Ezekiel is unto you a sign, according to all that he hath done, shall ye do. And when this cometh, ye shall know that I am the Lord. So Ezekiel being a prophet, just like we hope to be, we see ourselves as that. We do the works that the prophets did, okay? Well, the prophets are a sign. So the fact that you see men teaching on the street corners, you should understand that is actually a sign from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. A sign of what? Judgment and mercy. Okay? Judgment's at the door, mercy's at the door. Okay, you're either reserved for death or you're reserved for deliverance. And that's the gospel. The good news is, if you're of the elect, you got deliverance coming. Okay, but with that, there's bad news. Not everybody is going to fit the description of those who are going to be delivered. Because not everybody is an Israelite, for one. And then within the Israelites, not everybody's mixed with faith, which makes them non-believers. And a non-believer ain't making it on no chariot. The Lord ain't fighting for someone who ain't got no faith. The scriptures tell you that without faith, it is impossible to please him. So if you ain't got no faith, the Lord just ain't dealing with you. The Lord is dealing with those who have faith. So I'm going ahead and wrap it up, close it out there. You know, I'm going to give all thanks and praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Wa'Rakakwadash. You know, got to get through this damn job. Shalom.